The following video is proudly presented by MightyOxTrading. All information contained in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It is not financial or investment advice. Good morning and welcome to MightyOxTrading. Thursday morning. Hope everyone had a good night. Ready to take out some money from the markets. We'll check the overnight market here in just a minute. I need a drink first. So let's take a look at where we're at. NASDAQ overnight. Morning, Vincent. How are you doing? We did get back above 14,000. 14,022. Low recent here at 13,837. So just under a 200-point range. ES, pretty much the same move, about 43-point range. Copper coming down toward its lows right now, and we're looking at about a 120-point range. I'm doing good, a lot better now that I got internet back. Gold, trying to regain all its losses, back up to nearing 50. It got up to 1948. So about 25 points in range, almost straight up. UltraBond also regaining its losses, a little over 3 points in range. Crude back up to 100, or just shy of 100. We think we just touched 100, pulled back a little bit, but a little over 6 points in range. And natural gas is about 125 points in range, to 35 points in range. That's where we sit as we now see what we can do here in the markets. Come into this morning. Hold on, NQ sending a signal, pop up. Good morning, Contra. Thank you. Glad to be back. Hello, Jay. Good morning. Thank you. Start the morning off from last night. We're up $131 on the TCP, and we're down $210 on the Gauntlet account. So we'll try to turn the Gauntlet around and continue adding to the TC pay. check how things have been moving overnight. Go back to about midnight my time. Things were kind of slow last night, but I was able to extract a couple of nice moves. That one wouldn't have worked. That one wouldn't have worked for sure. Although, I mean, technically it actually did work, but pull back first. It was a tough trading night. Here, this one not have worked for more than... Oh, would have got 10 points there. And we started coming down. This would have been a nice move here. This one would have given us 20, I think. Yep, yes it would have. I don't think this one would have went far. Gold giving us a signal. We'll check that out. Gold's kind of tight right now. So how's the trading been, Vincent, while I was gone? And Contra, how did you have you done the last few days as well? Yeah, it's been a tough night to trade. It looks like huge move down there, 62 points right at 6 a.m. And this last move would have been good. Ouch. Well, thank you. And Q. Does look like it wants to continue heading down here. Kappa. Popping up. Gold, they should have taken that long signal, unfortunately. Just, it was into the bands, but sometimes when that tight, you can't help but go in the bands. The breakout. Glad to hear that, Vincent. Glad to hear you're back on track. For those of you that is FMO and did nail $349 on, or 350, or I forget the exact amount. Hold on. Twitter has it. $390 in 4 seconds on the FMOC announcement on the Heart Thumper. And currently I'm sitting, and I'm missing this opportunity. Sitting about $450 away from passing the TCP. I should have grabbed this. Watching MNQ, NQ sent me a short signal back here. I got signals now on MNQ and NQ. 81. It's down to just got down to 70. Having a good opportunity to grab. Yeah, unfortunately, my green streak ended on Monday on the Gauntlet account because Comcast decided to kill my internet and I couldn't get back the losses. Thank you, Vincent. Okay. So, trying to continue positive momentum. Copper popped up here a little bit, and it looks like it wants to pop back down, possibly for a continuation of this move. And Q continues to come down. So, NQ there with our first missed opportunity of the day. I guess gold was our missed opportunity. So this is our second. That's okay. We do have unemployment report coming out in about 45 minutes. I don't think there's any other news today, but I probably should check that. Philadelphia oh, that just happened. That already happened. Oh wait, I need another economic calendar. This one's off now by here. Let me just. Oh, I need to change the time zone. There we go. Building permits and housing starts come out at 8:30 Eastern, as well as the initial jobless claims, and a couple other things. Industrial production report comes out at 9:15. And tomorrow we have existing home sales at 10 a.m. So nothing earth-shattering. Seems a little bit of a slow morning. We're about 11 minutes from the top of the hour, so we'll see if anything pops then. Crude oil back above 100. Well back above 100, heading up toward 101. So, just staring at charts here. Obviously, this gold trade would have been good. Gold sending us a signal there. Big move down. 2 points down. Thanks, Linux. Glad to be back. How are you doing, buddy? Should signal there on gold. Interesting spot. Tight bands. I don't like it. Kind of like it more though as it's heading down here. Oh, it's definitely jumpy. Yeah, um some here and there. I've been trying to catch the breakout some and and just trying not to get caught up in like a quick reversal. So I get a little skittish when they're starting to touch those bands. Especially it seems like like last night everything was so rangy. Now I don't know. I got to look at some stuff this weekend and do some charting to see how many times when it comes down into the bands that it actually goes. Like this one, this was another good signal. I should have taken it. It's hard to say when you're squeezing. Like over here, this you can see how the squeeze here was, and as soon as it popped up, well, this long signal would have been good, but it broke my rule of not taking a trade if the signal fires on a candle that's broke the third band. But this, I both of these last two signals have been good, and I just ignored them. Gold's been so jumpy lately that it's been NQ-ish at times, so it's kind of made me a little skittish. I really like taking a trade when the SMA line's already going in that direction or curving down. If we look at NQ up here, slash short signal would have been very nice. That was setting up the stream. NQ popping up here now. We already had the SMA line kind of peaking. Came down, hit it, came back up a little bit, and then flushed down. Signal sent, and then we already had the direction going. Signal firing here on NQ. Not happy with this one. Obviously, we're still have a downtrend on the SMA line. The bands are constricting. I'm thinking this is going to pull back, but it could prove me wrong. You see, this one would have easily gone 30. Now, see, now NQ is starting to get my attention. I don't know. It's starting to bend those bands back up, but it's like riding right along the Bollinger on the RSI. Previous high here, 13,907. So we're at 94, so about 13 points away. Crude pulling back. to the SMA line. Seems like this might be bending the bands up. And it has gotten back inside the Bollinger on the RSI. Yep, I should have taken that. This one proved me wrong. Big move up here, 11 points. It's hitting that recent high at 907. Could not get past it. Well, now it is. So the last two signals on NQ have been decent. There's a pullback. Now 90 seconds on the top of the hour. See what that brings. Copper's sent a long signal here. Pull back to the SMA. Came up. Pull back to the SMA. Looks like I might want to continue heading up, or not. Crude oil. Short signal there. Don't like that one. Ooh, big pullback there on NQ after hitting the bands there. So if I go with this long signal at 13,894, it would have went up to 18. So it would have given us 24 points, would not have given us 30. But if I'd been paying attention, seeing that it broke the band there, I could have easily gotten out. UltraBond with a big wick up there. Copper back under its SMA line. Hey, CFT, yep, I'm 400 or 450 away, something like that. Real close. Uh, can't get it today. It'll put me above the consistency rule. But maybe tomorrow. See how the day goes. Gauntlet's also, well, before last night's loss, Gauntlet's at the highest I've ever been as well. All of a sudden, everything's kind of coming together. Short signal on Kappa. Weird candle formation there. How have you been doing, CFT? So NQ is bouncing off its SMA. Kind of a weird candle formation, like a tent with two antennas. Popping back up here, 11-point candle. Can't stop yawning this morning. Caught up on sleep during my downtime, but doesn't seem to be helping. Big move up here. 25 points on NQ. Signals being sent on NQ. Whoa. So NQ just burst up for 40 points over the last 2 minutes. And it's heading into the sky. Above the third band. Pulling back. Copper made the same move. Kinda. Big move up there. Gold really didn't react much. Pulling back. So I actually pulled back far enough that it took away that long signal. Just trying again. It's kind of iffy here. Yeah. UltraBond. Sending a long signal. Came up above the SMA. And there's another head of steam for NQ. There's our chart ready to go in NinjaTrader. "15 seconds on this 1-minute candle. Copper blowing up. And we're filled on NQ. Going in here, looking to see if we can catch this continue to push up. Pull back, hopefully small pullback. Our stop's basically at the end of that last candle, bottom of the last candle, I guess I should say. Hi, this candle's 28. We need to see it continuing to push up here. We're in at 23. Hopefully it's going to continue to stay green on us. There's a little red. New candle forms now. Pulling back. E. Look at the up in the upper right hand corner. Look at the way copper just rocketed up. It went up $750 a contract. 60 ticks. Hit that third band, and then it's like that band was made of solid rubber. Boom. Looking for hopefully some more green here on NQ. ES was showing green, now it's showing red. Ooh, it's coming down for me. Yep, stopped out right there. Oh no, not yet. Okay, I thought for sure, but looks like it's still trying though. Wow, can't within a tick of my stop. Hasn't stopped me out yet though. Really considering. No, there we go. Stopped out. Yep, TCP back to only being up $70 on the day. Did consider moving the stop there. Yeah, just bounced off the SMA. But so that signal fire kind of late there. Yep, look at that bounce. Got in around 923, pulled down to 901. So it was about a 20-point pullback. So we'll wait for our next opportunity. That was an interesting candle there on the UltraBond. Went up like 20 ticks and pulled all the way back almost. ES, that quickly pulling back to a short signal. So I just got in at almost the absolute high. UltraBond did get above the SMA again and now back down. Not liking the price action much this morning so far. Crude below its SMA. Maybe reached a peak there, might be heading back down. Yep, there's the short signal on crude. And indices are climbing back up. Pull all the way down to 898 after hitting a high of 28. Now trying to head back up. Even with the big move up, back up over 100, crude's kind of calmed down. It's not throwing up like 50 to 100 tick candles right now. Copper pulled back a little bit, but continuing to head up. Gold, long signal here. I like that. Taking the long. What kind of spread do we have? I'm gonna try and grab the bid here. Wow, really? Looking to get filled. There we go. We're filled on the bid. Immediately pulls back. NQ sending a short signal. Gold pulling back by 4 ticks. Wow. Immediately stopped out. And now I'm in a familiar spot, down $340 on the Gauntlet account. No problem. So looks like, I mean, it's kind of, I don't know what it's doing. This might be continuation down now on gold. NQ sending a short signal. Short on NQ. 10 seconds up. Back to green. Gold is now sending a short signal as well. Or trying to. That gold loss was my own fault. I didn't catch that we were in the band on the Bollinger. We're in on NQ, trying this again. Short signal on gold as well. Right above VWAP. All of a sudden, multiple signals firing. Crude oil as well, sending a short, or trying to. We are in on MNQ. Hopefully for a push down. Not wait for a break of resistance. Might have been a mistake. 81, or support I should say. So let's see if it can break through there. Yep. Just that short signal on gold, or just grabbing it, that was good so far. But we are right above VWAP. VWAP, VWAP. See if it breaks VWAP, maybe we'll grab it then. Meanwhile, NQ. It's kind of bouncy there. Crude also sent a short signal there. I wonder if Crude's ready to make up with me yet. There's the crude chart. Looks kind of sideways though, so we'll put that to the side as well. Continue watching NQ here. Tries to break that support at 81. There's a break. Can it stay under? Gold did break me up. Big break too. 3-point candle. Oh, we're back above 81 on NQ. Looks like it might try to bounce here on that, off that support. So it did not clean break it. Did get below it. Couldn't cleanly break and stay. Let's try it again. There we go. That was a nice move down. We're up 10 points. Looking for more. Still struggling to stay below that level. Next major support, 69. My profit target's all the way down to 57, and we're back above 81 again. We have the unemployment numbers coming out in about 6 minutes. So that's another thing to watch. Down to 73, so up about 14 points. Try to continue down here. Shaky. Our stop's now actually above the SMA line. It's right at the 200 EMA as well. I don't have that plotted on TradingView, but you can see the blue line there on the Ninja Trader chart. Hanging around 77 now, which was another small resistance area. Might try to kind of consolidate here, right around that 80 area, 81. Hanging right around 77 still. 77 and 80. Kind of sucks, but it looks like we're going to be in this trade as the unemployment numbers hit. I mean, I could cut it now for a small win, but we'll just hope that if the report has any effect, that it's in our favor. We're about 8 points in the profit right now. Watching. Kind of grind it back up to 80. Just kind of stay in there. Gold's hanging right on its VWAP. A little bit below it. After getting a little bit above it. There's a move down on NQ. Low so far of this move is 871. We're a minute away from the unemployment report. Sometimes it's a non-event, sometimes it's... Crude ended up kind of grinding down off that short signal it fired. I should have grabbed that maybe. So we're going to stay in this trade through the unemployment report here. So far, nothing major. There's a move down. Can it break 71? Nope, bounced off 71 again. My stop's now well above the SMA line. So definitely giving us some room to roam. It is coming back up toward my entry point. Looks like we got a little bit of a delayed response of that unemployment report. Came back up. We're about just at my break even. Let's see if it comes back down. Doji candle with long wicks on both sides right now on this candle. I guess they can't decide they like the unemployment numbers or not. Just broke through the SMA. Really bouncy, but trying to push up. Did push up enough to send a long signal, but then bounce back down. Back under the SMA. Seeing some red there. Nice head of steam on this candle. Big candle, 13 points. See if we can get back down through that area, at 70 area that it's bounced a couple of times. Gold sending a long signal here. It's still struggling in the same general area. This candle hit a low of 72. It's back to hanging around 77. Y'all are a quiet bunch today. Hello, my Ameritrade. Another push down here. Can we get through this 70? Yeah, it's definitely is a grind this morning. Post FMOC hangover, maybe. Up, down, up, down. My stop is now at the Bollinger Band. Thought about moving it down a little bit, maybe to the top of that wick of that green, that candle there came above the SMA. We'll see. We'll continue giving this some room here. Bands are tightening. Standard deviation bands are about 24 points apart. The two standard deviations, sorry. The others are, the threes are still about 37, 36. Still slightly in profit on this trade. UltraBond trying to get my attention. And it's just back to its SMA. Strong downtrend of the SMA line and the Bollingers is keeping me in this, why I haven't cut this trade. But seeing signs that it may want to pop up here. Really has been kind of a docile morning for NQ. Back to that 81 level we were trying to break through before. We broke, now it's gotten back up. I want to thank everyone for joining me, watching me through these trades. If you're here from YouTube, I would appreciate if you hit that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm. Back down to 77 again. We've been here before, several times in this trade. See how things are kind of leveling out here. The bands are kind of straightening. The SMA is kind of straightening, so this is an important area. It either needs to reject here, or if it gets back above the SMA line, then we may cut it. Will now move my stop down to the very top of this wick. That's only about a 9-point stop. There's a push down. Can it get through? Good morning, Yolanda. How are you this morning? Yep, that's what I'm hoping. It just finally breaks to the downside. Morning, Ace. Crude, try to pop back up. Yep, it's trying to break 70 again. It hit 70 exactly and kind of bounced. There we go. Stops move to break even. Down into the 60s now. Can we continue to push down? Looking for 57 for the profit target. Might be too much at this point, though. Ooh, yeah, we hit the Bollingers on that move down. And it's popped all the way back up above 70 again. We'll see if this continues to try and push down. If it gets back above the SMA, which will be in profit, I will cut it because that could be a bounce down off that band. Oh no, we have some momentum back downward. Seeing 66 there again, 65, 64. $65 seems to be the struggle area now. Let's see if I can break below it here. There we go, down to 64. Looking for 57. Can it give me 7 more points? See, 63. There's 61. So close. So close yet so far away. Can we continue down? A little bit of green. Need 5 more points for my profit target. There we go. Push down. We're a point away. See, 59, 58 on the bid. There we go. Profit target hit. Now we're trailing. I'm sure Ace just got his 2 points. Yep, I was right. We're out on one, trailing on the other. It looks like it's going to come back and get my trailing. But it's kind of, I don't know. The momentum stopped here. So maybe we can, yeah, move it down a little bit more. Oh, okay, there we go. Now we're out. Thank you. So, TCP back up to $186 on the day. Still have that big deficit on the gauntlet I need to work on, but that was a long trade though. We got in at 13,887 at 20 after the hour, so we were in that trade about 25 minutes. You got 30 points on one and 28 on the other. So let me do that, do that, do that. So now TCP sits 51, 400, a little less than $400 away from passing. Thank you, Yolanda. Gold bounced off VWAP again, trying to head back up. Copper's kind of leveled out here a bit. UltraBond, a little bit of green there. Seems to still want a downtrend. Long signal there on crude would have been very good. Ace popping in for his 2 points, I think, is what helped push the indices down there to get my profit goal. About 41 minutes away from the bell. See if we can find anything else fun to do in that time. Short signal on copper now. Came down quick. Underneath the Bollingers on the RSI. Gold's kind of grinding up here. It sent a long signal back here, which actually would have been a good signal. Came under the SMA line, bounced off the VWAP and back up. By the way, for those of you who weren't around yesterday to hear the story, so Monday when my internet connection went down, I was in a trade that I thought I entered long on MNQ. Somehow I actually entered it short, but I was in that trade, and I thought, well, Ninja Trader's going to take care of it, you know, rhythmic, whatever. The order is already, you know, there. The stop loss was there. Well, I don't know what happened. But when I hotspotted into my account 6 hours later, because, well, duh me, I forgot I could hotspot. I found that I was short on that order, and the market had gone down, and I was up $578 on the TCP on the 2N MNQ contracts. So I quickly closed it out and quickly sent a message to make sure that at some point in time that didn't ever went to a max daily loss or anything, and nope, no violations. So one of my best trades on the TCP came while I was totally unaware of anything that was going on. And the other amazing part of that story is, I mean, 578 obviously is above the consistency rule for the TCP. 525 is the max each day. But after commissions, the total for the day was $525.38. So I went 38 cents over the consistency rule, which I believe adds about $1 to my profit target. So my profit target, instead of being 17.50, is now 17.51. That would have been a good short signal there on copper. Still kind of a quiet morning though on the markets. Quiet isn't necessarily bad. You all being really quiet. Well, yeah, it seems like I do great trading when I'm unaware of things. Uh, I think I've told this story before, but when I was with Top Step, my best trade ever came when I was asleep. I had an order that I forgot to, flatten that got filled during the night while I was sleeping, and I woke up to being up 600 and some odd dollars. And keep continuing to grind down here now. Bounced nicely off the SMA. uh, so NQ has found a direction now, continuing to grind down here. Good morning, Matt. You're a bit late. Not that I'm like keeping track. Gold trying to grind back down. Need to see a break view up there because it struggled to break view up earlier. Sorry to hear that. Hope everything's okay. Oh, wow. Awesome, Matt. Great job. So every time I don't take a signal on gold, it proves me wrong. And every time I do, it stops me out. See, boom. Should have taken that signal. Would have hit my profit target already. Broke through VWAP. Good. Well, seeing it is popping up here to the SMA line. But yeah, we're still, well, that's not NQ. ES, I guess I should actually look at the ES chart. Popped up a little bit above the SMA line. But yeah, I wouldn't take that there yet. Russell's sending a long signal as well. Gold popped up. Now trying to get back down below VWAP. There's a part of me that wants to take it, and a part of me that just wants to say, screw gold. It's a 2-point candle down here on gold, though. Copper trying to pop up as well. Give me 1 second. Gotta ban someone on the Earn the Trade Discord. Short signals here on ES. Yeah, it's just trying to pop up here. Okay, sorry about that. Banning is done. This one was claiming they were they needed to sell an NFT to sort their mom's medical bills and to DM them from offers. Happy St. Patrick's Day, Walt. I'm doing good. Hope you are as well. Yeah, the Earn and Trade Discord, we get one or two people a day that are trying to get people to fall for some crypto scam or NFT scam, and then we also lately, just about every day, someone tries to spoof moderator or admin accounts. I've banned 5 other Mighty Oxes from the Discord over the last few weeks. Walt, $390.04 on the FMOC pop. Yeah, that would be funny, wouldn't it? Have to send a message to Gabs to let me back in. Crude move, big 40 tick move down there. ES pulled back. Now again trying to get back above that SMA. We are about 13 minutes or so. Oh, no, I'm sorry, 23 minutes or so from the bell. Thank you, Walt. Fortunately, so far on the Gauntlet account this morning, I have given almost all of that back. I'm down $340, but we'll look to see if we can get that back to green. The TCP is doing much better, sitting just under $400 from passing the TCP. Oh, great. Something else I need to worry about now? Thanks, Ace. I've always thought about the idea that, if someone, yeah, everything's starting to come together this month, on for both accounts. I mean, except for today, because I pulled back on the gauntlet today, but the gauntlet's the highest I've ever had it as of the end of yesterday. I've never been over $1,000 up on that account, and I hit 1,700 something yesterday. The TCP is moving in the right direction. Everything's starting to maybe click. That's what I'm hoping. Trading while bored is not recommended, but I can't say. I think I took a trade last night because I was bored. I can't remember if it worked out or not. I'm really hoping I can finish the TCP in the next couple days. Gold sent me a long signal there and didn't give me time to react on it, or I just wasn't paying attention. Uh, it's only a couple of ticks. 20 minutes from the bell. High of the recent moves here, 42.5 and 43.3. Excellent. Maybe we can end up bombarding Helios with TCP evaluation passing, make them work, and start that actually earning money from them. Matt's passed the TCP, so I know there'll be at least three of us here if you and I do it as well, Yolanda. I know um, Vince is working on it. It's time to start making some real money from the markets. Gold signal would have been good, of course. signal firing on NQ here. I'm not sure I'm real interested in it this close to the bell, but I will consider it here in 1 second. Yeah, it does seem like it wants to maybe grind up here. I mean, above the SMA. Do I want to take it? Do I? Do I? Do I? Do I? Do I? Do I? I'll pull back there. Yeah, it's kind of what I'm thinking too. High that last pullback was 74. We're at 65. And let's do a little. Yeah, I'm trying to decide. I feel like this wants to continue up. I may try for a quick scalp here if I see it bursting up. I'm in on regular NQ on the gauntlet. See how far I can get the gauntlet account to come down. It's looking for a quick 10 points. Yep. Might have waited a little too long. Yep, pulling back here. Thought it was worth a shot. Looked like it wanted to burst up there, but nope, pulling back. That's a reversal candle. Maybe. Yep. Drop down. The gauntlet's going to take a hit today, which is okay. I should have grabbed it right at this, the start there. Right when that signal fired. Oh, well, maybe. Remember when we were getting stuck at 70 coming down? Now we're getting stuck at 70 going up. That might have been the gift I should have taken when I got back to break even. Ooh, look at gold popping. Big pop on gold. Do have a slightly up curling SMA line. Yep, coming down for me. Not yet, but now. Stopped out. Okay, so we are big hole in the TC. I mean, on the gauntlet today. So tried that, didn't work. So we're down 520. No biggie. Things don't get started on the gauntlet account until I'm down $500. UltraBond pulling back. 9 minutes to the bell. I do need to fix that whole going down $500 on the gauntlet account before going positive thing before I'm on a live account with a regular drawdown instead of an end of day. We'll get there. I have some time on the gauntlet anyway, because I mean, if the TCP keeps working, heading up, and I want to go obviously do the live sim on TCP. You can only have one live sim at a time with Earn to Trade, and I want to do the live sim on the gauntlet. So I can't have two live sims at one time. So I got some time on the gauntlet. So now we'll sit and watch. Gold pulling back to its SMA line. So if I just follow the signal, got it 64, I would not have gotten stopped out. A low of 58. Now, probably end up being holding into the bell. So really kind of was a stupid move. We all do them. Or at least I'll convince myself that we all do them so I may feel better about myself. If it worked out, it would have been brilliant. Gold coming down. And there it goes. So that was the move I was kind of expecting earlier. Though it pulled back again, but reached a high of 75 that time. We are less than 5 minutes to the bell. Crude oil back above 101. Gold below the SMA line, trying to pop back up. And I'm going to mute here for a couple minutes, eat a little breakfast. Obviously, I'll be back for the open in just 3 minutes. We're under 2 minutes now. In just under a minute, we're switching to our NQ and NQ and ES 1 and 5 minute charts. Hogs giving a signal right off the bat. ES popping up. NQ popping down. A little divergence there. About 2 points up on the ES so far. NQ's indecisive. Better views. NQ down just 16 points so far. Short signal firing into the bands though. On the 1 minute chart. 17 points. We're red now on ES as well. First 1 minute candle's done. And pulling almost all the way back. Looking like it wants to head down. NQ sending it the short signal, but not maintaining it. And right now we are below that third band. Well below it by 3, 4, 5 points. 25 points now down on NQ. ES with a long signal though, popping up. So ES is 2 points green, NQ is 18 points red so far. Short signal there on NQ would have been good so far. Down 12 points, 20 points, 22 points. So that signal would have been good. It's well into the Bollingers though by 12 points. That's probably going to bounce. Big move down there on ES as well. But ES just turned red. New low of the day on NQ here. Down below 830s, 819 now. Long signal. Not long signal, I'm sorry. Green. So there's that reversal I was expecting on NQ. Gets it back with inside the bands. Big move back up by 18 points. So you see now a little big down wick on the 5 minute candles, and we're back to green on the S&P. Check gold here quick. Gold sent a short signal here. It's not really reacting much to the open. Pull back by 4 ticks. Big move back up here on NQ. So that entire big candle down was just erased. Back to green on ES. Long signal on NQ on this 44 point candle. And we just turned green on the 5 minute. Popped all the way back up to the SMA on the 5. Um, so we're just about to close out these 5 minutes, and what a 5 minutes! We opened at 872 on that on NQ. It dropped all the way down to 819, so over 50 points, and then we're back green by 8. ES not quite as dramatic, but dropped 4 points and now is up by 5. NQ made a new low of the day. ES didn't. Now they're both heading up. Would have been a good long signal here on NQ as well for 15 points at least. Well, here we see a pullback again. Now we're showing big red again. 14, 15 points. Gold, ooh, that short signal would have been really bad. Gold bursts up. 5 points over 2 candles. So we're staying out here until things settle out. Back here on NQ and ES. Ooh, I didn't realize how bad ES got through those bands over there. Big move back down. Talk about a little bit of bipolar movement here. So NQ, big range here at the open, 72 to, sorry, I'm sorry, 89 to 19, so a 70-point range. And now we're back. Look at this. Big candles here. 27, 45, 3. 9, 26, 23. Another 40 points up. Look at those wicks on the 5-minute. Copper pulling back. Gold pulled back after that big candle up. UltraBond heading down. Crude pulling back. Still have no idea what the markets want to do here. Maybe I'm up now. Maybe that's the way it's deciding to go. Kind of looks that way, but hard to tell. It is sending a long signal here. Or it tried to. Yeah, there's a long. Let's look at support and resistance real quick. Probably gonna be too late before I. Next major is 911 and 925. So, about 10 minutes after the bell, we've seen huge moves down followed by huge moves up. Decided to jump in on an MNQ on the gauntlet. See if we can continue this momentum upwards. Needs to break 900 here. Kind of bumped off of it twice. That looks like we're not going to break. Pulling back, stopped out. Thought it finally had momentum to the upside. Decided it didn't. Back down to being up 125 on the TCP. And it bounces right back up. Should have went with 1 micro with a larger stop. Hanging right around its 200 EMA. Let's see what gold's doing. Pulling back below the SMA. ES pushing up. NQ. ES was a clearer one, looks like, but well, actually Russell was probably the best. Another long signal there on MNQ. Dare I try it again? Still say it's looking bullish. Oops. Well, there's the new long signal. Yeah, these are big candles. That was a nice one to catch right there. Ah, big candle now, 25 points. Still got some room before the bands. Pulling back here. We're filled again on MNQ. Again, hoping that we continue to push up. There we go. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Come on, give me more. No, don't pull back. I want more. Ah, stop me out, but in profit. Small profit. Pulled all the way back. $25 profit on that. Not what I was hoping for, but I'll take it. Gold with a big pullback there. 3.5 points. Larger stops here is definitely, or it should not have trailed that stop. Looks like it's going to continue to go. Really need to look into the whole trailing stop thing. I think it might hurt me when I move my stop to break even or above break even when it's only going about halfway. Okay, this one now we're seeing red, so maybe not. I really need to get some data on that. UltraBond continues to bleed out here. Has anyone else jumped into anything? Consolidating a little bit here in NQ. Excellent, Ace. Profit. I mean, did you get profit? Not asking how much, just if you did. Uh, Excellent job. 25-point candle down on NQ, popping back up here a little. Maybe an SMA bounce, or not. Gold coming down here as well. 2-point candle down. Everything is kind of looking red right now. Copper, bonds. Move down here. Be a bounce though here on NQ. 11 points up. Hello, Stephen Lee. Yes, NQ is definitely challenging today. .30-point candle back up here, or just about. So it goes down, it goes up. It goes down, it goes up. It's a yo-yo. Recent high was 932. We're sitting at 912. Bands are kind of wrapping around the price action here, though, so it needs to bend them back up. Bend them like Beckham. Tesla. It's heading up as well. The gold signal there. Yep, gold back up. Nothing is real decisive today. Wonder if we want to grab this if it gets back above 932 here. Oh wait, let's look at that. Oh, 928 was the high back here, so we already hit that once. It looks like it might have just bounded down to 924. So we want to get back above these highs here. Then this high back here is 932 as well. That's interesting. So 932 it hit here, and 932 was the high back here at just after 7. This big move down here, it grinded back up, and that's where it exhausted at 932. So we're definitely looking to get above 932 for our next entry if we decide to go long again. Gold sending a long signal as well. Recent high here though is 46.1. We're all the way down at 44.3. So there's room to move up there, but it's still kind of iffy there. NQ trying to get ahead of steam, back up. Push back down. Crude oil sending a signal. Long signal, don't like it at all. We're going to get a chart. I don't know. NQ, regular NQ. We're going to go with NQ, regular NQ for break of 32 here. If it breaks, we're in. Pull back again. Touch 32 or a tick under. There we go. It broke through. And immediately burst up once it broke through. Let's see if it can sustain. Really jumpy. It's up to 44. I should have rested an order at 35. It got in at 36. It wasn't horrible. There we go. Stops move the break even. It's coming back down for me though. See if it can continue. There we go. Looking for 56. That's what I'm hoping for here. Stops trailing. $300. Looking for 56. Look at that stop. Now up. Come on, give me a little bit more. Nope. Okay, we're out. But that was nice. Recovered $285 of the amount I was down. Got in at 13,936, out at 13,950. So about almost 15 points. It did go as high as 57. That point, the trailing stop hurt me. I could have got 400 out of that, and instead I got less than 300. But still, I'm not going to complain. That definitely deserves cha-ching. Still going up, so we could have got more out of that if I didn't trail the stop. Again, the trailing stop hurt me. I was in at 36. It's going as high as 68 now, so we could have got 30 out of that. Gold, the long signal in gold also worked. Gold and Q going in the same direction right now. Thank you, Matt. So once I saw that we hit a high of 32 exactly earlier, and then again, here, I figured that if it could burst, if it got through it, it was going to burst up, and that's exactly what happened. Oh, I know. I saw as soon as you posted long MQ, it pulled back on this candle by like 25 points, and I'm like, uh-oh. Gold continuing to try and grind up. We'll pull back here on NQ. It's a good call, Matt. It's continuing, or continued up, at least to about 984 is the high right here. Ooh, big bounce for gold off that third band. Copper heading down. Hogs. Wow, that was a nice move down on the hogs right off the bat. I should have set a 10-10 order there. Long signal here though. I'm not sure about it. Bitcoin back above 41,000. My SHIB is going up. NQ trying to head back up. Can it make it back to 14,000? Let's look at a 5-minute chart on NQ. 5-minute candle looks wonderful. So you can see here's the high of the day. Nothing wrong with securing your gains. High of the day was 14,022. We're at 13,973 now with this pullback. Actually, you know, this is interesting. I didn't even notice this. Look how far that 5-minute candle got in to the band here on the 5 minutes. I'm repeating myself. It actually gave me my A plus setup above the 70 line, above the Bollinger on the RSI, above the Bollinger on the regular chart, and we're seeing this pullback. It's not a huge pullback so far, although it did come down about 21 points total before reversing, but it also would have given us about 10 points of heat. So not, I mean, it was an A plus setup. It's maybe a C minus in results, but it could have, you know, could have got 10, 15 points on that reversal. Yep, there's a move up. Well, break 14,000. Yep, there's 14,000. At a high of 1401, so we're 22 points off of the daily high. So from this long signal that fired here. Oh, really? Am I looking at that right? Hold on. Yeah, we've gone up almost 100 points. And it's only been about, what, 20 minutes? Yeah, it's exactly 20 minutes. Gone up 90 points. Didn't feel like it was that much. There's going to be a day that, when a signal fires like that, I'm going to get confident enough to be like Matt there, where he hung in through there. But I'm just going to hang in through until something, obvious tells me to get out, or the opposite signal fires. Good morning, Elliot. How are you today? Crude, short signal. Crude's been kind of rangy here. It's a rangy mutt. Sorry. Recent low, 101.34 or 101.51. Big move down here. 22 ticks, 27 ticks. Yes. Up today on the TCP by 145. Down on the gauntlet by 225, but we were down by over 500. And we've gained some back. Hogs. So, long signal on hogs would have been a good signal, I believe. 12 ticks, not bad. We are back above 14,000. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you're right. Wow. Trying for number 9. It's butting up against its high of the day. Continuing to grind up, 1409. Like I said, 1422 is the high. Give me a minute while nothing's happening. I'm responding to an email. Everything's kind of settled out. Matt was right about the kind of grinding. We've grinded a little bit higher, but now it's kind of just pulled back. Copper's kind of sideways. Gold's kind of sideways. Okay, I responded to that email. Thank you for giving me that little bit of time. I should really thank the charts because nothing's really moving right now. Crude, off that short signal, let's see here. Went from 59 down to 38. That would have been a good signal. Getting some signals here, and the indices are pulling back. Gold's pushing up. Expect a bounce here on this short signal and NQ. Gold maybe wants to head up. Is there news in 15 minutes? Good question. I didn't see anything. Let me just jump on this gold trade here, and then I will check that. Oh, I got 51 seconds. My calendar shows. Only thing I'm showing on my calendar is natural gas stocks today. Nothing major. We're filled on a limit order on gold. It's already burnt me once. Looks like it wants to burn me again. Ouch. Come on. I'm just going to stay out of gold. Gold and crude don't like me anymore. Oh, chart. Well, yeah, chart, but I just got stopped out. Immediately came back down. Ah, man. So we're back down a bunch on the gauntlet. Back down 355. Meanwhile, NQ did give us a short signal, and that one would have been darn good. So while I was messing with gold, I missed NQ. That was stupid of me. And right back up. Or that right back up on gold. Look at that. Came down, hit my stop, right back up. And I'm mad that I missed this move on NQ. So I will say it looks like NQ does want to continue coming down. It's back below settlement. Well, good job, Yolanda. And now it's kind of curling up. I want to see, the SMA line's kind of flat. So kind of see if it pulls back up here and then wants to come back down. Yeah, me and stop losses are fighting, although gold is continuing to come down here now. So either way, I would have got nailed. It just, that signals just where they move exhausted. Honestly, more and more I'm looking at the fact that, when things start trending up and they break above the SMA, that's the point to get in. Would have got it at 94, I'm sorry, 45.7. Would have went all the way up to 48.6, almost 3 points. Kind of consolidating here on NQ. Taking the short. Short on NQ. Regular NQ. Look at that. Talk about timing. Come on, continue going down though. There we go. Come on. I didn't even look at support and resistance. Don't see anything though. Uh, yeah, it's gonna come back up and stop me out for break even. Yep. Darn it. Should have took the 200. Second time that's happened to me. Once last night, once today. Gold bounced off the SMA. So if I had the leeway to be able to use an SMA as the stop loss there, I mean, maybe this goes back up. But that would have been way too much heat. I would have had to take over $300 in heat. And I don't like taking $30 in heat, so. Now we watch to see whether NQ just pull back up to the SMA line and then starts coming back down again. Let's try and look at support resistance here. That low of this move over here, where it came up, pulled back, was 73. So it's got a long way to come down if it wants to come down. We're back hanging around settlement though, I believe. Settlement 950 or 850? I don't remember now. I gotta look back at 950. I was right. Hi Warren. I try to use one at least one to 1.5. Sometimes I'm doing 2 to 1. Like right now with NQ, my stop is at 10 points with a target of 20. Oh, and hello Walter. Forgot to say hello Walter. How are you doing? Seeing some red here. Heading back down. Yeah, I struggle with that at times too. You're kind of watching it, especially if it hesitates and all that. Steven, lives. I'm definitely planning on doing live sim before the live. You still get the benefit of the end of day drawdown. Um, you know, you only get to be on the live sim for so much money. If you're doing a G mini, it's $5,000 in profit. TCP, it's 1750. But yeah, I'm definitely doing the live sim before going live because end of day drawdown is much better than that constantly trailing. I mean, obviously, you gotta do constantly trailing eventually, but plus live sim you don't have to pay for data, but on live you do. Thank you, Matt. I'm also uh, yeah, excuse me, mouth not working all of a sudden. I appreciate that comment. I'm glad you're finding value in this. That was my goal with starting this is helping others and helping myself along the way because as I'm explaining what I'm doing, it kind of clicks in my mind as well. And when I explain my mistakes, that kind of also clicks in my mind. See, we have a slight downtrend on the SMA line. Oh, you're welcome, Stephen Lee. Okay, jumping in here on MQ again for this move down. I think there's going to be a move down, but I might be wrong. There we go. See if we continue down. Right around break even, jumpy. Maybe not. Obviously, a 10-point stop on NQ is risky. It's too small, honestly. Have a good day, Yolanda. You're around. I'm on Share Vision tonight. This is going to stop me out. I'm going to be back to being 500 down. Maybe not. Come on, give me a little bit of push down. Nope. Very jumpy there. Stopped out. Okay. Nothing's working right now. The gauntlet. It's okay. Gold's gotten back above the right at recent highs. Actually, we're at a high of the day. Oh yeah, we are at a high of the day. High of the day on gold right now. And there's the breakdown again on NQ. 15-point stop would do it, but I don't know if I want to take $300 in heat. Things are kind of flat, so we'll wait to see if we start getting some better moves. Gold pushing down. Copper's really been big moves up today. The last 3 buy signals would have worked. Well, that one wouldn't have. 3 out of the last 4 would have worked. Crude's kind of sideways. See, and I was right. Just I didn't give it enough room to be That was that big move down I was waiting for. 21 points. Now can I get back below this 924 area? Yeah, there it goes. Trying once more. I don't like it. I don't think. It's gonna come back to bite me too. Maybe? Yep. Can't get below that 915 area, and now it's coming back up. Yep, stop that again. Okay, so it's about $700 down today on the gauntlet. Not gonna try that anymore. We'll go do a bigger stop later. I was right about the moves, and it's just not getting it at the right time. Entries are bad. It wants to continue going down. I'm pulling my best to. Well, better not say that. Lousy trading. But I'll get it back. Very tight bands here. Perhaps even trying to get 20 points there is too much lately. For some reason, we've lost volume here early. We are approaching the 11 o'clock hour, so I guess it's not too early. But again, if I'd be using the SMA line as a stop instead of the 10 points, I would have been safe. That last one stopped me out at 22. Went as high as 27. Is that the 39? 39. Really? Oh yeah, 39. So, I don't know. Bigger candles than I thought, but once again, now we're back in down to my entry point, and it's looking like it wants to continue heading down. So I'm just getting bad entries, my own fault. Sometimes I'm very good at timing those. I've been getting better at it, but I've dug myself a hole today. Crude oil sending a long signal here. Previous high 102.25. We're at 102.03. Hit a high of 102.67 earlier. So we're still positive on the TCP. And we're going to try a TCP order here. Me and NQ are not liking each other right now, but we're going to keep going back to the well. There's the Chevy to the levee, and the levee is dry. I think I'm just showing some ineptitude here. I don't know. I don't have it today. In guessing these entries, each time they want to come down, and each time I enter, they want to reverse on me and then go down after they stop me out. Yep, stopped out. So, okay. We're going to wait for signals now. Stop trying to guess, I guess. I mean, this has come down from here over 50 points, and I've lost 3 times going the direction it's going. So, a little bit of a slump. Kind of embarrassing, but it is what it is. I trying to get those entries down better. You know, that's how I usually get when I go down big time, that's how I usually get back to green. Timing, whoa, look at copper. Copper just burst up 40 ticks and immediately pulled back out of nowhere. And almost back down to where it started. But anyway, that's how I usually get it back when I go down so much is I start timing those entries for a quick burst for 200 or 400 bucks, 10 or 20 points. And today I'm just not getting that. And I shouldn't really be doing that as much anyway. I mean, that's obviously, it's been working for me to get, back to where I need to be. But it's a dangerous, kind of a little bit of a dangerous strategy, number one. Number two, this ain't going to work when I'm on an actual live account with a regular trailing drawdown versus a end of day. Because I'll end up, even if I end up with profitability, I'm going to end up blowing the account. So I got to rein it in. But the fact that I'm still, heading in the right direction, not today, right now yet, but heading in the right direction. And there, we're going back down again, that last entry. Ah. 905, and we're back down to 911. Well, we were down to back down to 900. And there we go. See, I'm getting the moves I'm expecting. I just not either entering wrong or don't have a wide enough stop. Elliot, I do like the Russell. One of the Russell, less volume and sometimes bigger spreads. So every time I've entered, I've been right, just not right enough. I've either entered at the exact wrong spot or not wide enough stops. So that gives me a little bit of hope, but I'm gonna have to do some work then to try and gain something back so this day isn't a total disaster on the gauntlet. It's a weird kind of a grind down. You can see, I mean, the SMA line's been going down obviously, but not, you know, like sometimes where, here it's a much more steeper slope. Uh, when it that looks kind of steep. So, and you can see here again using the SMA as a, you know, obviously if I using the ATR to stop, I would have been safe this whole time. The SMA, it's been touched once, twice, three, four, five times, and each time it's rejected or kind of written down. So just by using the straight 10-point stop is what's hurting, but you don't want to take more than that and get deep into the red. But by doing that, I've gotten deep into the red. Gold squeezing here. We'll stream for another 15 minutes or so. Gold looks like I might want to try and come down. UltraBond doing the same thing. So it's definitely frustrating when you see something come down 70 points and you've taken 3 trades in the direction that it's going, and somehow you lost all 3 trades. See where that dropped? Oh my God, that dropped 30 points in the last 2 candles. So I, I was right. I'm gonna keep saying that. I was right, and I just got in at the wrong spots. You know, if I'm using a regular NQ though, Walt, I mean I agree, but I mean I'm already taking a $200 loss per 10 points. If I widen it to 20 and I'm wrong, then I'm taking 400. So it's like that balance I'm trying to find. Problem with the problem with MNQ. I mean, I'm using MNQ for the TCP, and I agree. But the problem is commissions start really kicking into more. Even on live commissions, it's $1.66 each. So if I'm doing 5 MNQ, I'm spending almost $10 in commissions for that trade. Talking it again. What was the low there? 53. We're filled. Hoping for a big burst down. Not going to get it. Ouch, 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 ouch. Darn it. Nope. Stop that again. Okay, I'm done. Not going to try anything else today on the gauntlet. Damn it. Again. Oh my god. Mmm. See, that's just frustrating. Again. I get in on a green candle. 4 out of 5. It's just not my day. And that's okay. So honestly, I mean, obviously this deviates from my trading plan. These attempts to kind of scalp a quick move. It's not on the signals. But when you're going in one direction, you kind of want to jump in, and you don't want to just constantly just rely on those signals either. And I'm just apparently jumping in at the wrong spots or not using wide enough stops or both. So don't, obviously I should be experimenting with this more in an account that don't matter instead of taking these big losses. But, it's okay. Yeah, it's low of the day, right? 819? Yeah, 819 is low of the day. Still, more than 50 points above that. Move back up here to the SMA line. hanging around its SMA. Seeing what it does here. Kind of consolidating. Gold popping up. We're about ready to cut the stream here in the next couple minutes. So let's see if we're at the end of our rope here on the NQ or if... Here's a move down. I jumped in this trade, moving down. We're up 315. Look at that. There we go. That's what I've been waiting for. Look at that trailing. Look at that trailing. Yes. That's the move I was waiting for. And we're out. And that was satisfying. Let me look at the stats on that. I jumped in at 13,873. Got out at 13,848. What is that? 25 points, so $500 trade. That makes things feel a little bit better. And there we go. That's what I was waiting for before. And that's how we will end the stream today. Thank you, Walt. Thank you, Elliot. Thank you, Warren. Okay, so I feel a little bit better about how we're ending things. We're up on the TCP. We're still down on the gauntlet, but not nearly as bad as we were. And we will go in. I will be streaming on ShareVision tonight, 7:45 Eastern. And then back on YouTube tomorrow morning, 7:30 Eastern. Thank you, Matt. And I will catch you either all tonight or tomorrow morning. Have a great afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining me. And we'll talk again soon. Bye, Ward. Bye, Elliot. Bye, Matt. Bye, Walt. Thanks, everyone. Oops. Wrong one. There.